What's up, everybody? This is Jam at Dink Studios coming at you with another Waves plugin demo. This week I have something special for you. I just picked this plugin up probably 3 weeks ago, and I really wanted to play with it for a long time before I demoed it out. But it is absolutely stunning. It is the Abbey Road Saturator, and there's a bunch of different things that you can use it for, but today I'm going to use it on a heavy rock, and it does a great job on acoustic guitars as well. The major thing that I've been using the saturator on is drums, especially MIDI drums. For some reason, it makes MIDI drums just sound so much more real. It sounds like they were actually recorded live, so it's been saving me a lot of time when I'm using my samples and things like that, trying to get drums to sound really cool without having to record them on that beast behind me. So this song, I added some drums to it. It's got a few guitar tracks. I also added it to the vocals as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull it up one by one. I'll start with the guitar, and then we'll do the drums, and then I'll show it to you on the vocal. So we have a couple of different guitars going on here. So I'm going to show it to you on these main fuzz guitar tracks here. So we'll show it to you on there. So what I'm going to do already is I have a, I'm just going to use this one stereo track here, and we'll add it to that track and just show you without EQ or anything what the different features are. So let's go ahead and pull it up. We're going to use the stereo version because we have a stereo track. And here's this beautiful thing right here. All right, so a few things that I've kind of looked into that I really like is the pre-EQ and post-EQ settings. So you can put in how much you want it to come through before the EQ starts, or how much you want it to come out after the EQ, and then it boosts those ranges of frequencies for you. So if you have something that is like a drum set where you're putting on the bus, so like all the highs are going on, the cymbals and stuff, you can kind of turn down the cymbals and boost that kick and snare. So that's pretty neat. This is the compounder, which you can turn on and off, and it basically compounds these frequency ranges here. And then this ratio does these higher frequencies, which I have clicked on right now because I'm going to be boosting kind of that. This is your gain. So this adds how much distortion or fuzz you want into the mix, like how gritty that you want it to be. And then you have how much you want going into the plugin and how much you want going out. And then you have your meter. So when it starts actually getting up into the red, it's actually not bad because it's just adding some punch and distortion and saturation to the mix. So you can control how much of the mix that you want it to be. Right now we're going to have it 100% in the mix. You can choose how much of the mix you want the compounder to be in. And you can decide if you wanted to turn the saturator to the TG, which is the regular, the red, which is a tube saturator, or emulates a tube saturator, and then you can turn the saturator off and only use the compounder if you wish to do that. So this is pretty cool. I have noticed on things like super clean vocals and like a pop or singer songwriter, that if you add the saturator, this particular saturator in, it's good to keep it in maybe 20% of the mix and turn the gain down. It does add a little bit of that, you know, old-timey microphone sound, or, you know, pop kind of filtering without totally distorting and destroying it. But if you're going to do something like this, where we have some screaming, we have yelling, and we're upset at the world, feel free to blow it out with this thing. So let's get started. So first thing I'm going to do is bypass this and just let you hear the guitar. So that's like really beastie. So what we want to bring out is a little bit of that brightness. I might even go ahead and put like some high pass filtering of EQ before I even did this. But for this, we're just showing you the plugin and what it does. So I don't want it tainted with anything else. So here we go. We're going to turn it on and play with the knobs. That's just basically how I do it. Go in and see what sounds good. When I kicked on that 1.5K, it just brought out all that gritty out of there, and I really like the way that that sounds. We're actually going to pull down the post EQ and leave that ratio there. Oh yeah. Cool. So let's listen to it a little further down when it gets a little more fizzy. Oh yeah, that just like takes that thing to the not, you know, to 11. There's what I'm looking for. So that really pulls out that brightness, but it still leaves that gut in there, and it leaves that distortion in there and makes it nasty. So that's what we're going to leave it on there. We can also check out the red if we want to. I don't really like the red except for vocals. I like the TG for everything. The red for vocals seems to be the best, but I can show you what it sounds like here. I just like the TG better. So we're going to leave that on there to get that pump. And we are going to go over and we are going to click our drums. So we're going to take this here, and we're going to go over to our drums, and we're going to open this up. And what I do to make those MIDI drums sound real is I'm going to put myself out of business right now, but I don't care. So I'm a drummer of 27 years, about to replace myself. So what I do is I add a little bit of reverb on top of the saturator, and it sounds completely real. So here's the before. We're just going to solo the drums here. Let's pick a better, more poppin' area here. I'm kind of in the bridge here, so there we go. So here it is, and here's the saturator. Ready? It's just pumping. Then we add a little bit of reverb. All right, so we'll do before. Sounds good. Stephen Slate drums, but it's got a little cheese to it. Sounds a little not human. There we go. So it just takes that cheese and just crushes it and makes it sound like a powerhouse of a drum kit. So let's listen to just our drums and our Abbey Road guitar in that section. Yeah, here we go. A little loud. All right, so let's go back, and what we're going to do is I'm going to actually disable this plugin and of the saturator and go back to my main mix just to show you what I did on the drums. So I had this all set up on my main mix. So let's listen to the whole mix. I'm actually going to mute the vocal so you can hear the effects of these different things here. I'm gonna disable this. Turn it back on. Off. On. You can tell the difference is like night and day. It takes the punch right in there. It just pushes it right to the, you know, the stuff you want to headbang to. So now we're going to take a look at our vocals here. I've done several things to the vocals here, but we are going to take a look at, there's a particular part in the song that I really like. Let's see if I can find it. I think it's right here. One click, two break, shoot it down, and I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Perfect. So what we're going to do here is we're going to I have to make sure that I don't have it on anything else. I was playing with this for a while earlier here. Nope. Okay, cool. So we're going to go to the vocal bus, and we are going to add our Abbey Road Saturator stereo. And I'm going to solo just the bus so you can hear it, what's going on here. One click, two break, shoot it down, and I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay, so we're going to listen without. One click, two break, shoot it down, and I'm dead. Okay, and then we're going to turn it to the red. Turn it back on, and we're going to have it 100% in the mix just so you can hear the drama. One click, two break, shoot it down, and I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. One click, two break, shoot it down, and I'm dead. So you can hear that like anger that comes up in it. Let's try the 1.5K here. Let's turn the compounder on. One click, two break, shoot it down, and I'm dead. I'm dead. So that 750 there seems to bring out some of that like guttural here. And we'll try it over here. There's a little bit of vocal editing I needed to do there. Feels good to push you down. Rape me for all those people to see. Just get off inside of me. Yeah, inside. Cool. So it just has that like guttural. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn down the saturator a little bit. Feels good to push you down. Rape me for all those people to see. So we turned it down in the mix a little bit because there's some pop pin in the vocal and we don't want to exaggerate that. Feels good to push you down. Rape me for all those people to see. Just get off. Cool. So now let's listen to that in the mix. And it's just on the vocal bus. Feels good to push you down. Rape me for all those people to see. Just get off inside of me. Yeah, inside of me. Feels good to push you down. Rape me for all those people to see. Just get off inside of me. Yeah, inside of me. That sounds really dope. There's like a scream over here I'd like to hear it on. It was like a really long. I think it might be this one. And again. we like it when we're all over the place. Feels good to push you down. We're made for all those people to see. So now you're hearing like what it sounds like on the vocal, what it sounds like on the drums. And if you want to get absolutely insane crazy, you can put it on your music bus, which is absolutely insane crazy, but you can do it. And it sounds, well, crazy. Try it yourself. I don't want to teach people how to put stuff on their master bus because it's kind of a thing that is totally up to preference, and some people do it and some don't. So, all right. So that is in total the Abbey Road Saturator. Let me bring that bad boy. Actually, let me bring that badass girl up here and show you how she works. So here it is. And there's a million things you can fiddle with. You can read the manual for days trying to figure this out. Best thing to do is just pull it up, start smashing buttons, see what blows out, see what sounds good, see what sounds bad, and just have fun with it all day. So let me know if you have any questions. You can hit me up at dankstudios.com or drop a comment below this video and I will answer any questions you have. I hope you have a lovely, lovely weekend.